What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Lo.
And I'm Wanda.
And you're listening to the Forever Podcast.
Yay!
Episode 5. Here we go. Episode 5.
Welcome
we
back.
In the caddy. We in the caddy, baby.
Hey, I feel like you
we
always
in the
do
caddy,
it.
baby.
You are a caddy?
In the caddy, baby. Episode 5.
What does a caddy mean?
You know, like on the golf course, the caddy.
So why would we specifically be in the caddy right now?
Because we are moving on to the next hole. You know what I'm saying? Like par. Come on,
God,
now,
do you golf? I didn't remember you golfing.
I got golf clubs in the.
You bought
trying
the
to roast
golf.
right now?
How many times have you used the golf course?
I haven't used it at all in
How
Nashville.
many? Now, in the whole time you
in Nashville,
and the whole time you've ever had them, how many times have you used them?
I've used it probably a good 10 times.
Lorelco.
It gotta be 10.
You bought them
maybe 6.
at Grapevine, Texas. You used it one time.
I used it a lot.
Once.
I take it with me to Top Golf when I go. I have my own clubs, y'all.
Listen. It's crazy.
I've never been on the golf course, but I've been on the range.
That was like second. That was 2 times there. Where's the third?
I haven't been on the range.
But you agree that you did it twice?
Huh?
You did it. You went out there twice for golfing, right?
At Top Golf?
You took it to Top Golf one other time.
I don't trust the clubs. I trust mine. I took it to Top Golf. I've taken it to
You're
the
really
driving
good
range.
at Top Golf, though. I will say that. He's good at Top Golf.
I'm not as good as Cam. That guy, man, he's a professional golfer.
Yeah, he's a professional golfer.
That dude's crazy with it.
Yeah.
But maybe I should, if you are a man that watches this episode, these podcast episodes, if you have any suggestions regards to golfing, please drop them down in the comments.
Yeah. You hoop, though.
But I do hoop.
He does play basketball
that's
often.
one thing I do. Huh? I do hoop. Don't see me out there. I'm a different man out there. You see me? You won't marry no man who couldn't hoop. You see me?
I know. I was like, you actually is fire. You could have went to the NBA, babe.
See, now you want to troll me, man.
No, I'm not.
Now you trolling.
I'm
too
joke.
short.
I'm not even lying.
I'm 6 foot even.
But listen to what I would say. The first time I ever saw you hoop, you didn't miss. So I was like, you could have actually really went somewhere with that. I'm not going to lie.
Very seldom do I miss.
You were a shooter.
I'm
still are a shooter, but you're 36 now. I'm 35.
Don't tell me I'm a shooter.
I'm like hoping that you don't want to be a shooter anymore.
I'm more than that.
Because he actually injured his Achilles playing basketball.
No, I tore it. Ruptured it.
Yeah, so completely. I'm like, he was doing that at the local Lifetime. So
don't
that's why I don't want you to be a hooper anymore.
So you've been doing a lot of these undercuts to the local Lifetime? Come on now.
No, I just mean like, you're a dad.
Yes, I gotta be active. It's not
clocking to you.
I have to be active for my sons.
You gotta stand on business.
I do.
You're a father.
And when I get on the court,
do you know what I'm referencing? You know what I'm referencing?
Yes, Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Is it not clocking to you
he said,
that I'm standing
father.
on business?
I'm a husband.
Business. I got business with you. But anyways.
All right. Speaking of trending topics, we have a topic that is going to be a little like we've been heavy these past couple of weeks. So we're going to take it back. You know
the heaviness when you get like pork chops in front of you smothered with some cornbread, hot water cornbread, and some turnip greens, and you got some corn on the side, corn on the cob to be right.
That's a crazy lineup right there.
It's some mashed potatoes with some yams.
Mashed potatoes too.
And then you gotta add stuffing and dressing.
This is a Southern man.
You might want to add some meatloaf in there if you really feeling it.
Babe,
get you some honey baked ham.
Somebody comment down below. I can't remember all of the things he just said, but I want y'all to put that out there. The plate of what? What did you just say?
If you want to go all the way in, add some fried chicken in there too. If you really want to go, if you got a taste for some fried, you feel me?
That's crazy.
Imagine eating that dinner, like, and feeling heavy after that.
I mean, yeah.
We've been heavy. We've been nice and full.
I would feel heavy with the sweet potatoes or the mashed potatoes mix. Personally, that's a lot.
I remember when we met, before we get to the trending topic, when we first got together, I brought her to the house.
Please.
I flew her to my house, man.
You gotta let y'all know he flew me. Come on. Listen, let him know.
Listen, I told her, I said, look, you don't got to pay a dime. You know what I mean? Come on, I'll fly you to the house. So I flew her to the house. And we started eating dinner. It was like we were there for a weekend or 3 days or something like that. And every day we were eating like as if it was
his mom. She's a Southern woman. She cooks amazing.
Yeah, and so
food.
One day we had like meatloaf with the whole 9. The next we had lasagna.
It was like 3 like entrees.
Yeah, we had like 3 entrees.
I was like, oh, it's Thanksgiving
Mom
around
made
here.
dessert, pies. I think she made butt cake or something like that one of the days. We just did the whole 9. Wanda's like, do y'all eat like this, like Thanksgiving every day? I'm like, Thanksgiving? I didn't even think about that. I said, well, yeah, we usually eat like this. I grew up eating like this almost every day. And so she's like, we can't do that. Ain't no way. There's no way.
Oh my goodness.
So.
That brings about, before we get to the trending, because okay, so you go from that type of Southern food,
right,
to now you're under my tutelage.
I'm under your tutelage.
Can I use that? And I'm cooking what, like?
And so we cooked salmon. I'm thinking your first meal that you made for me was salmon with lemon on it, some rice and some green beans. I was like, oh, this is great. This is really
You were
healthy.
always hungry after my meal.
I was starving. I'm like, is this all? I'm a growing man. You know what I'm saying?
And listen, go get you another round of protein.
Get another round of protein. But yeah, it was a total shift. Like salmon, they started making enchiladas. I was like, what's that? Enchiladas. Tacos.
Yeah, because I'm a SoCal girl. Where y'all at, SoCal?
Yeah.
If you're in team from the South, like Nashville, Atlanta, like chime down below, team South, Southern boy, Southern girly. But if you're a SoCal girl or guy, comment down below, and don't you not comment, okay?
Yeah, so it's a different vibe.
So I was making tacos.
It's a different vibe for sure. So I don't think I got used to it. It was just
you did.
I did.
It took you a while. Like I was kind of.
my response?
I was kind of like, because sometimes you would not go for seconds on the food that I made.
That's not true.
Yes, that's so true. I remember.
I enjoyed every meal that you made.
You said that, okay? But like I would look, okay, so I would look at him when he was like in Nashville. You'll go for seconds, thirds, fourths. Even when you eat out, like when you'll eat out, like you will like eat just crazy. Like his Chick-fil-A order is crazy. Like y'all are gonna be shocked because he looks so good. But tell him what you order from Chick-fil-A when you go.
I don't eat Chick-fil-A often, but when I do, this is my order. All right, a spicy chicken sandwich, no pickles. I'm good without the pickles. Give me a large or medium sized macaroni and cheese on the side.
It's crazy.
I forget my fries, and I upcharge my fries from a medium to a large because they be skimpy. So give me a large fry with a side of mac and cheese, and they give me some chicken nuggets. Give me the 6 or the 10 piece. I think they have the 10.
No, you get the 6.
I get the 6.
I know you don't get the 10.
I get the 6 piece chicken nuggets.
It's the 8. Maybe it's the 8
it's the 8
count.
Yeah. I do the 8 count chicken nuggets along with an Arnold Palmer, and I'm good to go. And then I get a yogurt parfait as my dessert on the side. But that's kind of
bro. So if y'all ever want to know why I gained so much weight in marriage,
don't blame me. That's crazy work.
It's the way you were eating, and I thought I was gonna. You did say, "Hey, baby, you can't keep up with me and what I'm eating," right?
True. I did say that.
So I had to get my diet together, and I had to help you because I was like, "Yo, on the inside."
Don't do that.
It's something. You look good, baby, and you never gain any weight, and your body's always been fire, and you move a lot. However,
20,000 last episode, 20,000 steps a day, huh?
We need to do the Forever Steps
Talk
challenge,
to
okay?
me.
But I just know for me, I was like, he really eats a lot of unhealthy food. But when I make like clean food,
don't do that. I ate it.
I would be like, hey, you going back for more?
You didn't make that much more.
You'd be like, no, I'm good. Before kids.
Okay, I think for me, it was so hearty and so healthy and so filling. It was hard to go back for more because I was already full. I was filled. You know what I mean? Now, it'd be different if I ate that food and then went to McDonald's or some crazy stuff. I didn't do anything like that. I was cool.
You were probably starving though, huh?
No, I really don't. I only eat when I'm really hungry.
Okay.
I don't really force myself to eat.
Okay.
At all.
So how do you feel now? Because I feel like, no, I'm going to ask you. How do you feel now with my cooking versus Southern cooking and pork chops and all? Do you ever, because I say, hey, do you want me to make that stuff? And you say no.
No, I don't usually have a taste for it at all. Every now and then I may have an itch. You know what I'm saying? Just like for those who go to church, I grew up Pentecostal apostolic. Sometimes I had this itch to go like do the shouting thing. I get an itch, It's not very often, but I get a little itch. I want a taste of it. You know what I mean? Just a little taste. But either case, no, I don't really have a taste for it. I don't have a craving for like real Southern food like that. I feel like it gets extremely heavy for me, and it weighs me down. And I don't like anything weighing me down. When I walk, I want to feel light. I don't want to feel heavy. Yeah. So that's why. But I enjoy your food. Your food is incredible. You, sous chef Wanda, like. Put it in the comments in the chat. Like,
I think I cook really well. I cook healthy now.
Yeah. I
was watching like a TikTok and it said like the difference between having like a bigger mom and a skinny mom. Okay. And the son was like, well, I never came home to like hearty home cooked meals. He's like, I always came home to like berries and fruits. And he was like, I was jealous of all my other friends that, you know. I'm like, man, we have balance, I think. Like we just went and we had pizza tonight, you know.
How was it?
It was good.
Yeah. What's this place
I had about
called?
3 pieces. Like it's like 3 pieces. I couldn't do 3 full pieces. It's like 3 square pieces.
Yeah.
And then the boys had some pizza. So I mean, I feel like we're balanced, but the more health conscious we've gotten, I feel like you've come along and we've all come along.
For sure.
And we have a healthy, holistic family. We look at our ingredients. We're like 80-20, trying to live long. Yeah. Okay. Anyways, y'all, that was so funny. Make sure y'all comment, subscribe. You know the vibes.
Yo, do all this stuff, y'all.
We love looking at your comments. That's our favorite thing to do, by the way.
We love all y'all, man.
But we are going to get right into this, okay? Because it's too funny not to. It's like too funny not to. All right. Y'all may have seen it. Y'all may know this couple that we are going to present to you, okay? I feel like you had to live under a rock or be off social media this week to not know what I'm about to play. So, without further ado. Wait.
Yeah. Oh, look at these people. All right, come on. You okay?
Oh.
Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy.
Oh, she ducked. I didn't see the whole video.
Yes.
So he gone.
Oh, he out of there.
He
immediately.
out of there.
You see her, she's red.
She is gone.
And I don't know who that is. She looked like she knew what was going on.
Yeah, she knew exactly what was happening.
Condoned it.
But they too old for this, man.
Why he dropped down? He got good knees.
He dropped down like he was at Joseph's pit.
Look, our other boy, he like, wait, y'all don't want to be on the Jumbotron. I'm finna get on this Jumbotron, okay?
That is crazy work.
So let's walk through what just happened. So according to sources, he's like the CEO. I don't know all the facts, okay? Allegedly, no one sue us. We're using this as something funny, okay? Allegedly, he is like the founder of a company. Mm-hmm. And then she is like the chief of human resources.
Okay, of the same company?
And he's married.
Are they in the same company or just
same
different?
company?
Okay.
Let me get the real facts of the case. Hold on. God. I got to get the real facts. So the people.
So workplace mistress.
It's a lot of, it's a work wife. Ooh.
Oh, man.
Talk about it. I'm just kidding.
Okay. So this is what we're seeing. We're seeing a man who's a powerful man, CEO of a company, powerful woman, VP of HR, president of HR.
chief. First of all, the chief, he's the CEO.
Okay.
And she is.
Not like this matters.
An HR staff. They were unintended to be seen at the Coldplay concert. Okay. So the Coldplay singing, and then they're just Coldplay. Now they're just bouncing it through the audience, and somehow they land on this couple.
That's crazy.
Fully embraced. And dude drops.
They were swaying and everything.
Like it's hot. No, swaying.
They were swaying.
Bro, he had like two hands like wrapped.
That's just extreme comfortability right there.
You got comfortable.
You're like, there's no fear, no nothing in the world. There's no way you just out in the public.
Oh yeah, but in his mind, he's like, there's 50, 60, 70,000 people.
So he's been doing this for a while. He's been doing this for a while.
So
this ain't new to him. He's been doing this for a while.
I mean, again, we're speculating.
It's all allegedly.
We don't know. Allegedly, he's married. because he hasn't. I don't think they've responded, but allegedly he's married.
And she's married, right?
And she's either married or divorced. Sources say could be divorced, could be married. This ain't. We're not here to fact check. So let's get into today's topic, which is boundaries in marriage. Mm-hmm. Why do men cheat? I'm gonna ask you plain.
So you asking me off the
plain, clean.
Why do men cheat?
Why do men cheat? Like,
That's
what?
Crazy.
And what? How does cheating even start?
Why do women cheat?
Okay, touche. They do cheat. Women do be cheating, bro. I never realized. I mean, I did realize it, but like, I feel like now the older I get, the longer I'm married, I'm like, oh, both people be cheating, bro.
All right. So why do men cheat? Man, that's a. You gotta go. Okay. Why? This is so easy to explain, yet it's hard because
very difficult.
There's a lot of layers to this.
Right.
There's a lot of layers to this. There could be power involved, pride involved, ego involved, baggage, past trauma, childhood trauma, daddy issues, mommy issues. There's a lot of things that can go in this box why men cheat. Ultimately, it's their decision.
Yep.
Nobody coerced them, right? Nobody coerced them. It was their decision. You could blame it on the trauma. You can blame it on the baggage. At the end of the day, men cheat because of lack of discipline, lack of commitment, and the lack of reverence for commitment, lack of boundaries, and the lack of self-control. They don't have self-control. And all of that comes from all of the stuff that I listed.
Okay, so allegedly they said that she was also married.
Okay.
So
same situation.
I think but do you feel like there's a difference? Because I feel like I've heard it a lot of ways that there's a difference between when a man cheats and when a woman cheats. Can you say that?
So they say men cheat is all physical. Don't agree. And I think that they say when women cheat, it's emotional. So it's deeper.
Don't agree. Yeah. Okay, so there's lots of layers. And you're HR. So Lo has his master's degree in human resources management.
Okay.
So we're in your wheelhouse, okay?
Yeah, all right.
So from a business standpoint, from a marriage, from even we can get into the Bible, obviously.
That's crazy.
Like, what went wrong here?
Man, they got too close in the workplace. The workplace mistress, the workplace spouse. It got too close. It happens a lot. Like when you get into your workplace and you spend a lot of your time at work, you find commonalities with an individual, with a person, of another sex, and you start talking to them, start expressing your emotions. Yeah, my wife don't do this at home. She this, and you start like bleeding on this other individual and sharing your emotions and what's going on, what's wrong, and then you find yourself attracted to this individual because this person is listening to you, and my wife don't listen to me at home, but you listen to me here. And so they create this whole scenario in their brain, like this woman is probably best for me. I chose wrong, and I think I need to go around. I need to spend my time with this individual versus actually using that energy for your wife and actually sharing all of your emotions to your wife. So I think that man, this workplace spouse stuff, like, you got to watch it because I can see it. When I was working, I work remote now, but I would not go back to an office. When I would see it, I would look, I'm like, oh man, this is crazy. You married, bro. Like I could see you, like y'all fumbling. Y'all doing a bunch of innuendos, secret stuff, always hanging around each other's, lingering at each other's desk and stuff. I'm like, well, y'all real lingering. What's going on here? But this is because you've gotten really comfortable and you've shared some things with that individual and you've shared your heart with that individual. Now you feel like you can express, more than emotion. Now it's sexual. Now you see that sexual tension, right? Because it comes from emotion. Sexual tension comes from emotion. It's not just physical. Sometimes it is, but a lot of times, especially at their age, it's something more. You know what I mean? Well, I'm just saying.
It's crazy.
But it's something more, and they feel like what they're missing something at home. They can get it in the workplace.
Well, let's talk about workplace boundaries because before we had the kids, I remember you worked at an office. You worked in an office setting, and I remember like for lunches, I was always like, we were like, 10 minutes away. We would always go to lunch together. Not to mention, we used to work at the same job.
Our first job. Yeah, when we first moved. Yeah.
In San Diego, we worked at the same job.
Right.
Then when I stopped working to try to like have kids, and then I was like making YouTube videos.
Yeah.
You were the only one working.
Right.
But like we're best friends. I'm like getting dressed every day, doing my videos. Then I'm like coming to get you, and we're like going to lunch together.
Yeah.
I remember specifically people at your job saying, "Oh,
absolutely,
you're always with your wife.
Yeah.
Oh, you're always with your girl.
You gonna hang out with Wanda?
Yeah, and like, but they would always ask you questions about me and all of those things. But like, so what boundaries? Because I don't remember ever telling you like, oh, you have to come to lunch with me.
No.
Oh, you have to talk about me. Oh, you have to, because like you would even tell me like all the tea at the job. You'd be like, 100%. Yeah, this guy is doing this, and this guy did that, and this girl said this, and this girl said that, and she thinks I'm her brother. I told her I ain't your brother. Like you just over communicate.
If you tell me your business at the job, my wife is gonna know every bit about that. She gonna know everything. Every bit of your business.
The plot.
Wifey will know. I'm gonna tell you off jump. Whoever, if you were listening and you might work buddy, I'm sorry. She know everything.
Okay, but why?
She know everything.
Why did you feel the need to do that? Because I feel like you've always over just like shared everything with me.
Well, first and foremost, like I don't have the time to be connecting with. I'm not saying people are weird. I married you. I enjoy you. I enjoy your company. I just don't feel the need to get away from you and to like find time away from you. I just don't. I'm already away as it is. 8 hours a day. I prefer to be around you. I prefer to have lunch with you. I prefer to talk to you. And so I think a lot of people don't like their spouse, so they prefer to do other things.
Oh my goodness!
But I actually like you.
You jumped into a deep.
I like no. It's like I don't just love you, but I like you. I enjoy spending time with you, and so for me, it was just automatic. I'm like, yeah, I'm having lunch with my wife every day. Now there may be some one-offs where company y'all want to hang out together as a group. I'm like, okay, y'all want some sushi? Yeah, Lorelco, you want to come? I know how you. I was like, let me talk to wifey, because I've already created a routine now.
Yeah.
So now I gotta ask, do you mind if I, have sushi with the guy? Who all gonna be there? Okay, got a couple of guys and some girls gonna be da 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 da. All right, cool, whatever. Just over communicating. But for me, I just didn't feel the need that I need to hang out with y'all all day. I'm already with y'all.
Right.
But if I can have a time to spend with my wife and drive 10 minutes back home to have lunch, hang out, chat, do some other stuff if we need to, and come on back, that's what I prefer. You know what I'm saying? That's my preference. And so I made that really like clear when I got the job. I was just like, I don't do the let's talk about relationship stuff.
Yep.
Like,
you always set boundaries.
I don't do all that. There was one girl specific, I remember she was always talking about her husband. Like she would just say it. And I think one time she tested me. She wanted to talk about her husband, how bad it was for her. Da, da, da. I was like, man, that's crazy. You hear that silence? That's crazy, man. I'm at my desk. I'm not at yours. You know what I mean? That's crazy. I hope that works out for you. You're not getting no more energy from me.
Right.
I don't feel like I need to say, hey, please don't talk to me about your husband, because some things you can be kind of weird around the workplace.
Yeah, that's what I wanted you to say.
You know what I mean? Like that's what you wanted me to say.
You better tell her, don't you ever come talking to me about your man.
I gotta have some class.
You need to be praying for him. You need to be at the cloth. I love my wife. As wives, we want you to go above and beyond.
You want to go above and how dare you not say that? I'm like, nah, man, I'm just keeping it classy.
I'm just kidding. I respected it.
Yeah, I was just like, nah, I'm good. I appreciate it. I think it was understood at that moment, like, oh, he's not down with that. No, I ain't down with that. Don't tell me about your husband. I ain't gonna tell you about my wife.
So that would be a first boundary on the work or anywhere.
Right.
Why are you talking with the opposite sex about issues that you have with your spouse?
Right.
That's like you're opening a door for emotional, like an emotional affair, because now like whatever you and your wife have at home should be like sacred between y'all and maybe y'all's accountability or y'all's counselor, whatever. You're expecting this man to hold the emotional weight
Right.
of something that you probably need to go talk to your husband about, and y'all need to work through this and hash it out amongst each other. But now you talking about him behind his back, and you're hoping that he's having the same issues at home, so now y'all could be what? Work wives and husbands, okay?
Yeah. I mean, because think about it. Men are burden holders. We're meant to carry burdens and to drop them at the master's feet, but we're meant to carry those burdens. And so anytime a woman shares burdens to a man, most times what's in us is to save or to help lift those burdens from her. That's
good.
already in us. It can be in us from a father's standpoint. If we look at a woman as a daughter of Christ, if she's sharing and you're a counselor, you're a man of high esteem, you're a leadership position, okay, you can take those burdens, encourage her, and move on because you see her as a daughter or a subordinate or something like that.
Right.
But a lot of times, a lot of men get mixed up when it comes to when women share their emotions to the man. If their heart isn't right and they have a lot of lust, pride, ego inside, they'll take those burdens and say, oh, I need to save her. And so they put themselves in the role of her husband when she already has one at home.
Wow.
Because they feel like, I got to carry her burdens. I got to save her from where she's at.
Right.
And that creates a tie, an emotional tie, which then turns into a physical tie. Then you have soul ties. I can't get away from her. Well, why can't you get away? I feel like I got to save her. Well, that's already in you, but now you just misplaced it.
Right.
That's not your job.
Right.
That's her job. That's her husband's job, not yours. So a lot of men have that issue. They don't know how to decipher like when to use that, how to use it. At the end of the day, man, don't tell me about your spouse. Like don't talk to me about it. You got it. I'm praying for y'all. That's what it is. I'm praying for y'all, man.
Right.
Y'all, whatever.
Right.
Don't tell me nothing.
Right.
I'm good. And so I made that stamp like immediately. And from that point forward, I feel like they were joking about it. I was probably getting talked about because I just didn't spend time with them like that. I'm like, I'm with my wife, man. And maybe there was some envy there, sure. I don't know. But again, it's all about who you choose. I chose a woman that I like, a woman that I love, who I find extremely attractive. I don't need to go anywhere else to get somebody. Huh? I can get it at home. Huh? So
This guy is crazy.
I'm just telling the truth. Like, why do you need some other? Come on, man. If you're doing your job, she should be giving out willingly. Okay, that's a whole.
Let's get into that. That's a good one. I find that there's a lot of men, specifically men, that they will basically badger their wives or talk bad about their wives and say like, oh, she don't want to have sex with me, she don't want to give to me, she didn't hold my emotions, she's not the same after kids, she's not the same after XYZ. And then they'll say like, the reason why I cheated or the reason why I treated her this way is because she stopped performing. And so you said something there, you were like, if you're doing your job, she's going to naturally want to give.
100%.
Talk about that even more.
I mean, all right, so God tells us to love our wives as Christ loves the church. Ephesians says, love your wives, and it tells the wife to respect her husband. It doesn't give a mandate for the wife to respect or to love the husband, but it does tell her to respect him. Now, love is a very interesting term here because love meaning to sacrifice, to give yourself for that individual, because love is an action. It's not just a word. And so when a lot of men, say things like she's not doing this and she's not doing that, she's not giving it out, blah, 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 I have to ask the question, well, what are you doing? Like, why is it that you feel she's not respecting you enough to give you what you feel that you need? And most times,
what the girls do nowadays.
The most times, the answer usually lies in the fact that they're not doing enough to show love to their spouse.
And I'll tap into that. I find that a lot of men have hurt their wives, have said the wrong thing, done the wrong thing, not been kind, betrayed them, not protected them, whatever the case may be, and they've breached something in their marriages, right?
Trust, yeah.
And when like a couple months goes by or a year goes by, they no longer want to carry basically the burden of like the marriage. And so they will now put the blame back on their wives. Right. A lot of men, they get tired of carrying the burden. They get tired of being the guy to like lead. They get tired of they get maybe fatigued with leading in the relationship.
But that's common.
Right.
But then there's a communication issue. That means you need to communicate that you're tired. The reason why there's an issue with you showing, quote unquote, showing love or not feeling like you need to show up because you haven't said it. If you say, hey, this is what I feel, this is where I'm at, in a healthy way. Let's say you have a therapist, you have other friends, you have other leaders and wisdom counselors that you talk to. You say it in a healthy way. Say, hey, this is where I'm at. I'm drained. This is where I'm at. This is really bothering me. But again, what's bothering you, is that a result of your actions? Is that a result of your behavior? Because you can't say that this is bothering me and I'm drained, I'm tired, if you haven't spent enough time repairing the breach, repairing trust that you've broken. Yeah. If you've broken trust in the relationship, you can't complain. Yeah. Talking about, I don't like how she doing this and she ain't doing this, but you've broken the trust. Right. You have to now live with your consequences. Live with the consequence of, hey, I messed this thing up and I gotta do my job to repair it. And that's going to take time. It's going to take work. Sometimes it takes years. Sometimes it takes months. It just depends on, how active you're working. And so, I mean, I see that in a lot of men, you know what I mean? Where it comes to like, yeah, bro, I'm just tired, bro. Like, she ain't giving it to me, bro. Like, she don't do what she used to do. Again, I ask the question, what are you doing? Because if you ain't treating her right, you ain't showing her love, you're not talking sweet to her, you yelling at her all the time, telling her what she not doing, you're not lifting her up, you're not giving her encouragement, you're not praying for her, all those things matter. Yeah. And so that's the issue that a lot of men have, is that they're not doing their job to love, and then they're expecting treats in return. Yeah. And I think that our society has made it so easy for men sometimes to click a button and have whatever it is that they want to have. Yep. And so some men, not you thankfully, have lost like the art of serving. Yep. And like going beyond themselves to sacrifice. Because as a man, like, yes, you are working so hard every day, you are covering your family in prayer, you're leading, you're carrying the bulk of responsibility. Obviously, like, I'm doing so much too, but I can't even, I look at you and I'm like, oh, he's doing so much more than me, physically, just all of the things as a man that you have to decide logistically as a head of a household, right? And so I think some men can just feel like, hey, I'm doing all this, pop it open, be ready for me. Like, you ought to just open up your mouth and say hallelujah. I'm just kidding. Oh my God. But like, they don't, when I talk to people, like, it's like they don't want to take the time to be vulnerable, to tap into their wives' emotions, to listen, to care, to like think beyond the facts. And you had a problem with this in the past where you have been just facts. And I'm like, babe, I don't need facts, bro. I need you to understand my feelings. Yeah, most men are logical. And I think that's something I still struggle with from time to time, is that I want to look at the facts of the matter. I want to look at the logistics of the matter. Hey, this didn't happen. This is what happened verbatim at this time, at this moment, And you're like, hey, man, like, it's not even about that. Like, what do you see or feel what I'm feeling? Right. And I'm like, no, I don't really see it, but this is what happened. And you're like, dude, I feel this way. And I have to like take back and push back all the logistics, all of the facts, all the quantitative reasoning, and really think about, how does she feel? Because most times when you're talking, you don't care about the facts. You just talking. You want me to see and feel what you feel. And I think that takes a lot of self-awareness. And I don't need you to solve it for me, because you always want to solve my issues. Again, we are burden carriers. That's who we are. We want to save. So we want to find solutions to problems. If you come with me with a problem and you crying and stuff, I got to take care of this. Like, what's up? Like, what's the problem? Like, And then you're telling me the issue. I'm like, oh yeah, we can solve this. Like, I don't need you to solve it. I just need you to listen. And I think that's the hardest part for a lot of men, is to sit there and actually listen without having to get your pen and paper and your phone out to try to solve the issue.
Right.
You know, what can I do to get better? What I need? Just listen. You know, you'll figure that out later. But right at this moment, you need to listen.
Yeah.
And so that took a lot of time for me to kind of like realize that it's not about the logistics.
Right.
It's about the heart. It's about empathy. What's been your take when it comes to when you see these interactions, like with men and with women, like hugging and doing all this stuff? Like, what is your initial reaction when you see that from a woman's standpoint? I know we automatically go to the men. This dude is cheating. This dude is filthy. What's your perspective when it comes to women doing this type of stuff?
Yeah. Oh, that's a good one. Now that you're asking me that, I'm like walking back into that scene. I don't understand for the life of me why women, but look at you when I say this, want another girl's man. Like, because the fact that he jumped down and hid and she turned means that she knows dude is married and she is okay being wrapped up in the arms of another girl's man.
He didn't even
That is
stand on
some
business,
diabolical
he should have
stuff.
stood on business.
Yeah, he should have just stood there like,
business,
whatever.
Because I got it.
And so like the secrecy side of it is that you know what you're doing is wrong.
Right.
And yet you would still do it. And to me, that signifies brokenness. That signifies I don't think that somebody else, like my own person, would value me. So I'm gonna be valued by somebody else. And sometimes men do be lying to girls and stuff, but like if you're in a situation where the guy's still with the girl and he's like, I'm gonna leave her, what makes you think that he's not going to leave you one day?
That's a good point.
Because like the way sometimes people say this, like the way you get them is the way you lose them.
Jeez.
And so like I just feel like I'm a big person on integrity, on reaping what you sow, on all of those things. So it's like, if you would be willing to take somebody else's man, why would somebody else not be willing to take your man? And yes, I just feel like it takes two to tango. We do talk a lot about men because I feel like God puts a weight on men, but also for women, like my goal and my desire and my hope and my dream is that women would love themselves enough to walk away from half-hearted commitments, half-hearted men who clearly have shown you that you're not enough for them.
Right.
Because even if he's saying, I'm going to leave my wife, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, it's like, why did it take you to make him leave his wife? And it's kind of like unintegral, for real.
Right.
Like, and I don't want to be the reason, like, I wouldn't be the reason, but like, if I were in their shoes, like I would not want to be the reason and the sole reason that a marriage is broken up.
Right.
So I can't begin to unpack it. I think there's grace for it for sure. And I think that there's people who we've known that have walked away from those situations and the Lord has redeemed those stories.
Right. That's good.
But like if you're in the middle of a story like that and you're thinking that there's not better for you, there is better for you.
That's good.
And there's like 7 billion people in the world. And so somebody else's man is not your husband. And that's crazy because also I be seeing girls like on TikTok and stuff. They're like, what do I do if God showed me that somebody's my husband, but he has a girlfriend? Run and ask yourself, what voice am I listening to that is not God? Really, because God would never tell you that.
That's good.
I feel like a lot of people are hiding behind this God told me, God told me, God told me. And the reality is, if it's not lining up with his word, he's not talking to you. So you have got to get your brain checked and figure out, if God is not the one talking to me, he ain't the author of confusion. Who is talking to me? And so, yeah, but I think that like the bigger picture here, because we don't know the ins and outs. Someone's, y'all could argue, Cap, they could be whatever the case may be. They not Christians. I don't know what the argument would be.
Yeah.
But I think that it brings about, because while we're all keying, laughing and all this stuff, it brings about a difficult situation of marriage boundaries, and also women having value for themselves and men having value for themselves. Right. Because even when a man is out here sleeping around with lots of women, that's a value issue. And it makes me sad as a boy mom.
Yeah.
That's something that would make me sad, is my sons to be out here just giving themselves away. And I don't like that that's so normalized, that men just be out here. And then, like, if a woman's out here doing the same thing a man does, we victimize and villainize the woman. But then the man is like, oh, that's normal. No. It should not be normal for anybody to give themselves away to people that are not their wives. So for me, I'm like, man, I'm looking at the man too. You don't value yourself.
Right.
And I feel like men could be cheating.
It's a lack of self-love.
Yes.
It's a lack of self-love. I was looking through my notes today. I was on the way home. I had a haircut appointment that didn't happen because he wasn't there. Either case, I was just going through my notes, and I remember writing this down, and I looked at it. I said, man, this is, how long ago was this? Like maybe 4 or 5 years ago. But it says, but I said that most people don't have triggers, they have baggage.
Oof.
And so when a lot of men feel the need to cheat or feel the need to go outside of the marriage or whatever, they say, oh, I was just triggered. Or like they have this proclivity to have sex all the time. I just need it. I'm just triggered for it. I need it. Well, you just have a lot of baggage that you haven't dealt with, that you haven't managed yet.
Yeah.
And so I think everybody wants to be triggered, but I think you just need to deal with the baggage that you've experienced in your life.
Yeah.
And that requires a level of self-love.
Yeah.
Because you have to love yourself enough to get help in that area.
Yeah.
And if you choose not to get help to help manage that baggage, then you're telling yourself, I don't love me, so I got to cope with this.
Right.
And I got to be a home wrecker because I don't know how to love myself in the appropriate way.
Right.
And God has given us so many tools on how to do this. But we always lead by, the Bible talks about, for a lot of people not realizing that their citizenship is in heaven. Paul says that their God is their belly. And so whatever they crave, they go after. So they crave cravings. They have this lustful desire for cravings. And so they're guided by their belly. They're guided by their cravings.
And their feelings and whatever
they feel. Whatever they feel, whatever their emotions are, they're guided by it. And they're not guided by God.
Yeah.
And so that's the issue, is that you're guided by the wrong thing.
Right.
And so whatever feeling pops up, I just need it. I got to get it bad. Well, you're guided by your God is your belly, bro. And that's idolatry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so a lot of people are in idolatry. When they cheat, that's idol worship.
Yes.
I just got to call it what it is. When you cheat, that is idol worship. You are worshiping yourself. Your God is your belly. Your cravings are your belly. Not God. Not the man above. No. Not him.
I don't know where you got that from.
But what I'm saying is, man, like, it's a lack of self-love. You don't love yourself. And it takes a strong man to look in the mirror and say, man, what is it going to take for me to love me? And what do I need to do? What lengths do I need to go to find love for myself?
Yes.
And if you need to get away, get away. Like, get away from the computers, phones, stop scrolling, get away and try to figure out, what is it that I got to do to love myself? Because that's most important.
Love God.
To love God more than you love yourself.
Right.
And I feel like once you know who God is, once you get away from all the noise and all the distractions, and you start to get to know God, you'll start to get to know yourself.
Right.
Because he's the one that knows how to love you the best.
Right.
And if you embrace his love, then you'll be able to know what love feels like and know what love is. And then you can look in the mirror and say, okay, I love me because God loves me. And he just showed me what love feels like. Yeah. I think one of the most beautiful things that I've learned, I'm going to say this, I'm going to shut up. One of the most beautiful things that I've learned is that in prayer, I can now feel, this didn't used to be the case for me. I used to pray and ask God for things, and move on. But as of late, in the past year or two, about 2 or 3 years now, every time I pray, I feel the love of God. Like, I just start crying. I feel him embracing me. I'm like, what is this? And that's been helping me to look at myself differently, to know that I am loved. And I think a lot of men, they need to spend some time in prayer and ask God to embrace him, to hug him, to love him. And once they feel that, like, it's going to be hard to go back, to keep going back to your old ways, to keep coping with the wrong thing. Keep acting like God is your belly. Your belly is your God, rather.
Yeah.
Like, choose him, man. Love him, and start to love yourself.
Yeah. Everything you said is so powerful. And I wanted to piggyback on that because back to the video.
Oh, my God.
Because you said something so good, is that they had gotten so comfortable in their dysfunction.
Oh, that's good.
You're swaying in the arms of somebody else's husband because you have gotten comfortable in dysfunction.
Yeah.
Almost so much as that you think that this is your man.
That's crazy.
You done let your shoulders down.
Yeah.
Y'all done went to the Coldplay concert, okay? That's some hardcore bold. We at the Coldplay. And somebody said on TikTok, they was like, that is a white way to cheat. I just had to say that. I'm half white, but I just had to say it. But you took your mistress
that's kind of crazy.
to a Coldplay. Your sky full of stars. Like, y'all are going, I think I'm at you. Like, they are swaying to sing, bro. Like, this is like a upbeat, lovey-dovey. Like, this is a once-in-a-lifetime concert. Like, I got to go to a Coldplay concert, okay? I want to hear all of the things. But you're at the Coldplay concert with somebody else's husband.
That's crazy.
Chilling. And y'all are so comfortable. Y'all are laughing. And it almost doesn't dawn on you that y'all ain't supposed to be here together.
That's clear.
Until the Jumbotron hits you and y'all like, oh. And then he jumps and he realizes, oh, I have become comfortable in dysfunction.
Yeah.
And the thing about dysfunction, and my hot take would be, triggers is nothing but God exposing dysfunction in a person's life. And that's what you're saying, that a lot of us, we have these triggers and we get triggered and we want people to walk on eggshells with our triggers because we've grown accustomed to our own dysfunction.
Yeah.
Like, it's not normal to be triggered by a large crowd. So what do you need to do? We need to go and figure out, why did that trigger happen? So in this case, they've gotten comfortable in dysfunction. It's not normal to be at a Coldplay concert with somebody else's man.
And for them it is.
Or without your wife, but y'all have normalized it.
Yeah.
So now the Megatron now done triggered the honest truth that we need to be hiding, because this should not be.
Yeah.
We need to be separated. Let me go ahead and hide. Now the Jumbotron done triggered the truth.
Right.
Okay. And so that's what I think about trigger, because I had a friend one time an associate, and this person, like, they were like, oh, I don't like when friends do this because it triggers me. And for me, in my brain, I was thinking like, wait, I'm not supposed to walk on eggshells around your triggers.
No.
You can disclose that to me, but then we have to get some help.
Right. Figure out
And
how to
there's
manage your baggage.
yes, and I feel like even in our relationship, like, there was things about me and my childhood that I thought were normal, and you're like, no, babe, you can be triggered by that, but we're gonna get you some help.
Yeah.
We're gonna expose this to the light, and we're gonna shift this. And so people do get comfortable having cravings, and people do say, oh, that's just how I was made. Oh, I'll never be faithful. Oh, I'll never be the one man girl or the one girl guy, or this marriage will never be healthy, or I'll never be whatever. I get triggered by that. Yeah. Even if you're listening to this and you guys have walked through adultery and all of that, and you're like, I'll never have a healthy marriage. The lie is that triggers should make you adjust your life.
Yeah.
The lie is that you should be comfortable in dysfunction.
Right.
The truth is, let the light shine on it. And people don't like when I say that either, because I've said that before, where somebody had a spouse situation that she suspected he was cheating on her, and I said, well, have him open his phone. I did not think that was
that's a problem
unpopular opinion, right?
That's a problem.
Like, open your phone, get like, he doesn't share his location. He needs to share his location with you, honey.
You got to share his passcodes.
Like, why are we married and I can't see your phone?
You don't do nothing separate. We one.
Why are we married and I don't know where you're at? Right. It's not even on like, I'm trying to stalk you. It's like, if I don't want to call you and I want you to get me some food, like, are you still there? Right. I got to call you and, hey, where are you? Like, no, I just feel like it should be open door policy. Okay.
Absolutely.
But what I'm saying is dysfunction.
It's dysfunction.
And so God wants to expose dysfunction. And I feel like the jumbo exposure and the Jumbotron, okay? And I'm about to preach to somebody. You think that the Jumbotron is an accident in your life, and the Lord has shined a light on this moment that you were hiding, and you were secret about it, and you thought it was just, something that will always be. But I'm here to tell you today that the Lord wants you to have a Jumbotron experience, okay? Where the thing that you've been hiding, he begins to expose.
I want to share something about exposure.
Because I was going to. I know you got it.
God doesn't expose what he's not ready to heal.
That's exactly what I knew you was going to say.
And so a lot of people are scared to be exposed, but if you do, it's because God wants to heal something.
Yes.
And so I feel like this experience for them and for whoever else is going through something similar or, dealing with exposure, God exposes it so that you can be whole.
Yes.
And I feel like when I saw them scatter, I saw that man jump and scatter like a bunch of ants. Just when I saw him run and scatter and hide, it reminded me of Adam and Eve in the garden. Where's my fig leaves? Now I gotta hide. Where's my fig leaves? I can't. I'm exposed. So good. I'm exposed, man. And God is looking and saying, hey, where are you? I know where you are, but where are you?
Because he wants you to know where you are.
He wants you to know where you are, because that's also part of the healing process too. He does not expose what he's not ready to heal. And God is giving you time. If you're not exposed yet and you in some dark stuff, he's giving you time to run to the Father, to repent and ask for forgiveness and get it right. If you don't want to do that, then God's going to expose that. But he's not exposing you to make you look foolish. He's exposing you to heal, to work on whatever it is that's on the inside. Because you can't, when you have a wound, when I cut myself, when I tore my Achilles and ruptured my Achilles, like, it has to be exposed.
Right.
Like, I remember walking into the ortho and I had to take my sock off and everything. And I walked in and dude looked at me and then he looked at his guy and said, oh yeah, so he ruptured his Achilles. Now he wouldn't have known what it was if it was not exposed.
Yes.
If I had my sock on, how would he have known I ruptured my...
If you never walked in.
If I never walked in, how would I have known? I had to be exposed. He had to see that in order for healing to take place. I feel like for them or for anybody like who's mad at the Lord for exposing them, don't get mad, man. This is conviction. God is pulling you towards him.
That's so good.
He's pulling you into his love. He wants to heal you. He wants to work on that thing that you've been hiding on, that you've been coping with. He wants to, all them fig leaves, take them fig leaves away. He wants to see you naked. He wants to see you free, open, all that. That's how God's original design was for us to have an open door policy.
I love that.
For us to be open and just...
Here it is.
That's his original design. Nothing to hide. Open door policy. Yeah, you don't need no privacy. That's what you need privacy for. A lot of times, like, we pray in the closet. Why are we praying in the closet for? I just not thought about that. Why am I in the closet?
Into that. I have a hot take on that, but I think
prayer closet. Like,
I think it's powerful to have a meeting place.
That is true.
Lord.
It is powerful to have a meeting place because you actually are naked with the Lord.
You're taking liberties.
I'm not taking liberties. What I'm saying is, I think that we have this negative take on exposure because we don't want to feel embarrassed. And God is not in the business of embarrassing you.
Oof. That's good.
He wants to heal you.
So good.
Go ahead, say what you say.
I was just going to say,
I'm going to sit on that.
You said you're Pentecostal. You grew up Pentecostal, as did I. Which people don't know that. There's some videos out there that will show you, okay? But you remember the song that said, don't wait till the battle is over.
Shout now.
I was thinking, don't wait till the Megatron gets you. Confess now. Okay, I'm done.
All my real friends, y'all.
I always have the worst
when she does this, it's like cringy. It's like cats.
That's dry
nails
humor.
Just clawing a chalkboard. That's what it feels like right now.
Was that good? I felt like that was good.
No.
Don't wait till the jumble.
It's so bad. It's funny. That's the crazy thing. It's so bad. It's funny.
Don't wait till the Megatron exposes you.
It
was
so
too
bad.
many. I think it was too many syllables.
Tell her it's bad in the comments. This is awful.
I think it was too many syllables.
Yes, it's too many syllables. Like, anyways, practice that.
I didn't really need to say anything. I didn't need to say anything. I just felt like it was like an intrusive thought, and I was like, I just got to say this.
Practice that.
But regardless, people of God, that was powerful, babe. And I feel like I want to end on your note. I got nothing else.
I got nothing else. For that old man and that old woman.
You said that young man.
Listen, God wants to heal you. All right, he's bringing you back to him. Come on back to the fold. Huh? Repent. No, for real, in all seriousness, man. Like, God, he's not in the business of trying to embarrass folks, man.
Nah. And
if you read through the scriptures, man, God gives you so much time. He gives you ample time. He gives us ample time to get it right with him.
yes.
You know, and I think that's a beautiful thing because we have free will to do whatever we want. He doesn't, he doesn't shame us. And I think that that's the beauty of God is
Yes.
that he gives us free will. He gives us the opportunity to come to him. And exposure isn't him making you or forcing you to come to him. It's just, that's kind of how the circle of life, it's kind of how it happens. You know, things, you hide so long, things got to come to the light.
Right.
It has to come to the surface, and so I was about to say something, go deeper, but I'm gonna leave it.
Yeah, I feel like there's so many layers to this that we'll unpack later.
For sure.
Because there's so many layers, especially about the enemy wants you to stay silent because he wants you to carry shame. But when you can walk into the light and either be exposed or expose yourself, that's where true freedom and acceptance comes.
Yeah.
Because now you can heal.
Yes,
So-
and you can't heal without, I'll say this, and something I've talked to you about, you cannot heal without grace and truth. A lot of people want truth, right? But they forget the grace part. So it's like, oh yeah, here's the truth. Here's the truth. Oh, look at him, he cheated. Look at her, she cheated. But where's the grace? Because grace and truth heals. You can't have grace without truth either.
Right.
You can't just, accept the behavior and just let it be what it is and say,
Right.
oh, you get it right next time. No, there needs to be some truth. There's a consequence to that.
Yeah.
So grace and truth work together. Grace upon grace, but God is the great. So grace and truth work together, man. And so I just want y'all to know that, man, and hold on to that. If you're in a relationship right now, and you're struggling in that department, which, a lot of people are struggling with, commitment, struggling with staying together, struggling with boundaries, talk to each other, communicate, find wise counsel that can kind of help guide you through that. And love on each other and love yourself as well and love God in the process. At the end of the day, he trumps all love. It's him and then everybody else. So love him, and then you begin to see the love of Christ in your relationship and in yourself. And so that's what I have to say to that.
Love that for us.
I love that for us.
Well, you heard it here first.
Next time on the Forever Pod, episode 6 loading. Listen, y'all, like, comment, subscribe, share. Let us know what y'all would like for us to talk about next. And we'll see y'all next week.
Bye.
Peace.